afternoon and welcome to Launch Hour here on Ultimate FM. Today is Tuesday, the 8th day of March 2022, and like I said this morning, it's the birthday of women all over the world. So even if today is not your birthday, today is International Women's Day rather. So today is your birthday automatically, even if you have another birthday, but then it's general birthday for everybody. So all of us, in fact, we are supposed to, for us, they are supposed to treat us well today, because today is like our second birthday.
There are 10 people in your cake, so
I don't blame you. My name is Mercy Coles. They are here with me this afternoon rather.
Good afternoon. Nigeria means Alabidamnala Lovet, and happy International Women's Day to all our mothers, to all our sisters,
all our friends, all the beautiful ladies.
I don't know where to hide.
You don't know where to hide. You don't hide anywhere.
Well, good afternoon, our fans and our listeners out there. Good afternoon, Mercy. Good afternoon, Dami. And good afternoon, Dr. Crack. Good afternoon to everybody. Happy International Women's Day to all the beautiful women out there. God bless you.
That's all you say. You will not say, today I'm going to sponsor this. I mean, why are you like this?
I'm going to sponsor your transportation back home.
I don't want. It's not only transportation back home. No, but on a more serious note, though, let's be honest. Like, today is the birthday of women all over the world.
Happy birthday, women!
Yes. So today they are supposed to. You are supposed to celebrate with any woman that you see like this. You are supposed to be doing good things for them.
Give away.
Yes.
Don't worry. I'm going to do that because I'm expecting something huge.
Something huge.
When it comes, I'm going to do that.
That's
no
fine.
problem.
All right. Do well to join us live on Facebook at Ultimate FM. You can also like our page to get notified anytime we are live to be part of our programs. Listen to us live via our website at www.radiofm.com. Follow us on Instagram at official Ultimate FM and on YouTube at Ultimate FM. Right after this short commercial break, we're going to give you the gist for this afternoon, so just stay tuned.
Yes. It's VO Resort and Event Center. Do you need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun? Time off with family, friends, and someone. Do you have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. VO Resort and Event Center has got your back. With our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to capital of, nothing is left uncovered. VO Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081-687-09103, 090-416-26640, and 091-374-23830. With VO Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
One day, come on, leave this radio for me now. I enjoy this VO radio.
Leave him for me for VO radio. Like me, I enjoy them for me. I give up now. Go.
Hello. Give me the full volume of this FM. I'm enjoying this VO radio.
Welcome back to the program this afternoon here on Facebook at Ultimate FM, and also like our page to get notified anytime we're live to be part of our programs. So we're going to start from Dami this afternoon.
Dami is going to lead the way.
Yeah, you're going to. So what do you have for us?
Good afternoon, listeners. This is a sad one. In fact, it's really a sad one. It's about Bamishe. Bamishe, she was adopted on the 26th of February.
Yeah.
Then she was found dead March 7. That was yesterday. It's a sad one. And in fact, if BRT belongs to the government officials, that's in Lagos.
Yeah, Lagos.
So if that is not safe again, then
where exactly is
safe?
safe?
Exactly is safe? because Adibin is a public just normal public transport
Roadside,
them like say that why would she do such thing, but at least this is a government owned bus. So if this is not safe again, so where are we going exactly in Nigeria? And the pain part of it is she was most of her parts was not there when she was found. Like the government should
very painful death.
The person involved, because the man and the driver, what he's saying is not even, it's not, I don't even, I'm
it's
not
not
getting
even
it.
adding up,
Because he said there is some like three other passengers
in the bus
before the lady. Then he said they were with weapon or something, that it was them that did. Then why she drove off was because she thought she was still holding on to one pole inside the BRT
so
bus.
he drove off.
So he drove off. Then when you notice, after you drove off, then you notice that the lady was not there. Then if you know that you are not guilty, and you are not the one that did this thing, you should have report to the police. Or what do you think?
Exactly.
You people should forgive Dami, because she's stammering somehow, because Dami is emotional. If you don't know Dami, she's emotional. Both of them, the two ladies have the studio that are both.
No, I'm not. I'm
emotional. You are not emotional. You that is saying that I don't want to view the video of Dami. But let's not just see this as something that we can just ignore. Because this girl, like what you said, this girl took all the necessary precautions, all the things that she knows, even the voice note that she sent and everything. She went as far as
giving the plate number of the bus, every single thing.
She tried her best to make sure that she was safe, and she exposed these people. But now, like what Dami said, if BRT bus is being owned by the government, is no longer safe for its citizens, then I don't think any place in Nigeria is safe, because we know all the time they will tell us that we should go to legal designated parks where we can get that we should not be entering all these roadside buses. But this particular bus is being owned and operated by the government. And now for this man to come out and be the number one suspect, because if you know that you don't have a hand, well, he's still a suspect anyway until proven guilty. But
that's
there
true.
are some things that you should do, at least to make sure to tell people that don't have a hand in this. That thing is, heal the police and say this was what happened. But you went home, you decided to sleep it off like nothing happened. You forgot that this thing is somebody's child, maybe somebody's wife, or this is somebody's family. The step the man should have taken was to go and report to the appropriate authorities. Maybe if they started investigation immediately, I think this girl would have been found alive. But it's a sad one. I don't even know what's happening in Nigeria. We keep saying this ritual killing is, well,
this thing happened. She disappeared on the 26th of February. And this is like almost more than a week after. Before she was found.
We are on today is the 8th day. Yes. It's more than a week.
And she was found yesterday. So it's more than a week. In fact, there's a whole lot of foul play around this whole thing, because this girl made this video and that thing was happening. So that was enough for them to be able to trace that driver. Just probably if some
life of this young girl was in the hands of that driver. It was because he was the first person that saw he was the last person.
4 passengers.
Yeah, and the girl keeps saying that he doesn't pick people anymore in each junction.
Yes.
What he claimed that those people there were having.
That was why he did not pick people from.
They were the one that informed him not to pick.
But there's something I want to say right now. You know, people do not operate in public places. People like this. We all know Lagos.
Yes.
Lagos can never be isolated. Once you park at that, I'm talking about this now in a security angle. If you park where there are many crowd, I don't think I'm just saying my own opinion. I don't think those people will have the right.
More reason why I'm saying his story doesn't even add up.
How many people are they going to shoot at that bus stop? Because they are going to be captured.
If you see these BRT stations, the kind of crowd that you see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
exactly you know him
all those BRT stations with
pick anybody, just 4 passengers, and then the entire bus was dark. You know that kind of
I
thing.
think
really a
our
foul
listeners,
play.
please don't misunderstand us. We are not saying that the man is guilty, but what we are saying that his story did not add up.
Yes, it's-
Maybe
The story
he should
doesn't-
come
it
up with
doesn't add
something. What the man is saying is not even a little child will see some foul plays.
Yeah, there are a whole lot of
a whole
loopholes
lot.
in
Yeah,
this story.
so I think the man should
So
come
I
up
really
with
do
something
think that
different.
the Lagos state government shouldn't keep quiet about this, because up until
Exactly.
now, no statement has been made.
No, the governor.
Hopefully,
that is what we keep
the
hearing.
others, he
Justice.
said hence for that it's not as if BRT buses that is safe, but there is no CCTV camera in any of the buses.
thank you.
And you are
Thank you.
You are assuring Lagosians to be keep on using the BRT bus without any maximum security in the buses.
No maximum security, no way of taking any form of precaution in case of any form of emergency, such as this. You know, that kind of thing. Those kind of buses are supposed to have maximum security.
Exactly.
That is the reason why people even patronize them.
That
in
is
the
why
first
people
place.
trust them. That's why people.
You know, because
trust
everybody is scared of entering one roadside vehicle
No.
that you would enter one chance and all those kind of. So when there are no CCTV cameras in the buses, there are no ways of. Someone posted something on one of these blogs that there is an emergency. I really don't believe that thing, because a lot of people commented that there is nothing like that in
Like
the
that
BRT
in-
buses that they enter in Lagos. So maybe it's another BRT
Another
bus that is
BRT
talking
bus, not in
about.
this
You know that.
Nigeria.
But if something like that was actually in place and everybody that enters the vehicle is being enlightened on how to use it,
Yes.
probably something. In
Some
as much as we are
precautions should be
looking
put
for
in
justice for
place.
Bamishi, we should also avoid any other further
Any
justice for anybody
In
again.
fact, we don't have to wait until somebody dies before you start saying justice
Yes.
for justice for Adekunle, justice for Obi. See, justice for the living. If now Lagos State government is going to lose a lot, because nobody is going to patronize those BRT buses. Let's just be sincere. Most people are not going to patronize them again, because you cannot see where something is wrong and you decide to go there. You understand? So I think we should give justice to the living first. We should put some certain things in place.
To
and
protect.
make sure that the
Yes.
buses are
Safe and secure.
Secure, exactly. All right, so moving on, let's talk about something. Because right now, the tension is high
The two
because
girls in
of
the studio are too
why
emotional.
are you like this? Now, moving on. During the weekend, I saw something that really caught me, and the thing has been making rounds. Like, the news has been not actually a news. It's this popular content creator. She's a comedian and a content creator as well on Instagram, Maraji. I don't know if you guys have heard of her. So, back in 2020, she released it. She's a content creator, a YouTuber as well. So she posts almost, you know, the way these people are. They post their daily life events and, you know, on their pages. So she posted that that was back in 2020. That the guy she was going out with just broke up with her after a 2 years relationship, and his excuse was he liked someone else. You get, so he was moving on. So recently, that was I think on Saturday or sometime on Friday, she released a video. You know how they do Ask Me Anything on Instagram and things like that. So one of our fans asked her that she's married now. She's pregnant. So they asked her that your current husband, is it the same person that served you breakfast back in 2020? And she said, yes. That her husband is the same person that served her breakfast. And she got married to him in 2021. Yeah, that was like late last year. That was when they got married.
After serving her breakfast, he
He
let her
did
to
not
the
come
breakfast
back.
Yes.
And
So
he did not
Same
even
by social media
inform us
too.
back that they
so
are back
no,
together.
that's not
God,
even
God
the,
is watching you.
Wow.
that's not even the bone of contention right now. You know, when she said it, she gave the story of how she met her husband. She said her husband came to Nigeria for work, and then he saw one of her videos and added to one thing. So I would not say that she now took the man. The man I like her.
Okay.
You get other person again. So they now started dating.
Okay.
So after 2 years, the man now said, me, I don't like you again. I like another person now. I'm not trying to paint the guy in a bad light though. I'm just saying exactly what happened. Yeah, but then we don't know what happened. She didn't give us the details. She just said it came back when someone asked, my current husband, the person I'm pregnant for, is the person that broke my heart back in 2020. So people came and started saying, how will you do that? How will you go back to your ex? How will you do this and that and blah? You know how people have their opinions about everything. But then there are still other people that said, look, love is not black or white. We know we keep saying that don't go back to the person that I can't go back to you know, those kind of things. But then it's not always as it seems. There are people that have been in relationships, the relationship did not work out, they broke up, they came back together again and stronger, and their relationship is okay. The fact that he left her for another lady back then doesn't actually mean that he will leave her again in the future for someone else. But I really want to know what you guys think about this whole thing, because me, I have mixed feelings about it. Let me not lie. I feel like somebody served me breakfast like this. It's not just ordinary breakfast that you see, we are not compatible. You say you like somebody else, you now come back, maybe the person don't want you, or you I don't know.
So is it now is it going back to ex, is it wrong or right?
All right, you know, that kind of thing.
Right. I will start with what you said, love like. So let me start from there first.
Okay.
You know, one thing about going back to your ex is that it might turn out to be the best decisions for you. It might turn out to be the worst decision for you. So either ways, I think first of all, I always say that you don't have any business to communicate with your ex anymore. But in some few years now, I've realized that once you break up with somebody, you don't need to become an enemy. You can still keep in touch and talk. Now, if you go back to your ex, it doesn't mean that it doesn't crash anymore. You are starting from experience. You are starting from what he knows. You know that he doesn't like, and him also knows that my babe doesn't like this. Maybe people are going to work out the main thing that made you break up the previous time. So now, going back to your ex, like I said, I'm not going to say it is good. It works out for people that it can work out for. It might not be your how do I say it? It might not be in your destiny, let me put it like that, to go back to your ex, but it might be your luck most times. Rightly said, but my only problem with her is that in 2010, you informed us, and 2020, you informed us that you.
She cried, like she was actually crying. Now, so people were consoling her and all that.
When you later came back, you refused to inform us. So now you want us to share in your soul. But you don't want us to share in your happiness.
And you know, people are now saying that, the friends that lashed the guy back then, where are they now? You know, that kind of thing. But I'm of the opinion that, see, if somebody breaks my friends out, I will lash the guy, regardless of whether you're a good person or you're not a good person. I will badmouth you normally. I will tell my friend, he's not worth it.
I'll just call you and say, guy, what happened? All those things. If I try to talk you back into the relationship, you refuse, I'll bash you.
Yes, I would definitely bash you. It doesn't mean that I was an enemy of the relationship or anything. I was just looking out for my friend.
You can't hurt my friend and expect me to fold my arms and
yes. So people are now saying, where are the friends now? Because now she's married and she's pregnant. She's almost due to give birth. So those friends now, they are laughing at. There's really nothing to laugh about.
The only issue about that is that you should not make enmity because of another person's relationship. Just do what you have to do and move on.
True. So it doesn't mean that because the guy broke up with. But then there are some cases where I still advise that if your friend is in a relationship and the person serves your friend breakfast, please even cut contact with the person as well. I don't know, what are you keeping contact with? Except you guys were friends too. What do you think? If you guys were not friends, then you will still be talking to the person. What are you talking to the person for?
Maybe everybody might have a different opinion. About that.
Okay, about the going back to ex, is it right or wrong or something? We can't say it's right or it's
like we said, love is not black or white.
Yes.
So
because what works for A might not work for
exactly.
B. You might go back to your ex and in fact, like what Anita said, might be the worst decision of your life. It might be
they might just finish you off.
In fact, it might
finish
be
the work
the
that they started.
decision you ever made. Like if your ex, I was asking, you broke up. Then on what note? When you two of you were in that relationship, are you kind of compatible?
What was the scenario surrounding your breakup?
Is it based on true love, not that any other way around? If you truly love each other, then he's everything, she's everything you want, and he's everything you want, and your chemistry kind of come together and I would say you might still have maybe after some years you might come back, but the person that in fact in that relationship you are kind of even begging God before
God please
find an escape route for me.
They're in that kind of relationship that after this thing just about sense.
Funny
Kind
enough,
of-
I've seen people that break up like 5 times. Or no, let me say like 10 or 4 times. They still come back.
so they are
break
now
up, come
falling
down.
and
Falling and
Guys-
standing up, falling and standing.
That one, 2 of them, they need to go and check both of them.
Yes,
It's psychiatric
Well, they're
hospital.
falling and rising like
What's
I
the meaning of
get
that?
brain.
What's the meaning of that falling and rising? So you break up today, tomorrow,
tomorrow
you're
you
back
have
to
to back
They'll
to
stay
work.
like
Yeah.
6 months. They'll come and say, I don't need that one. But when they come up, do you know the funniest how do they make up? Once they make up like this, they'll call me Ocean. Because that's my girl name. Where you did? I want to come to your house. I'll see the top. I'll see be like, we see
So
this
if
one
you are
happen.
back together.
I swear, they say we have learned our mistake. I say, okay.
the next 6 months again.
They'll
That's
break
why
up.
I will take your advice. Please don't put your mouth inside.
Yeah. You can't.
Say,
Anything
because
that has
you
to
will
do
just
with
start
you.
They go
making
use to
enemies.
reconcile.
Exactly.
Imagine if I'm dating Dami now and we break up and now Messi start bashing me. Tomorrow I will say, you know what Messi told me?
Yes,
Dami, do you know?
that's
Now,
it. That's about
Dami will
love.
become angry with Messi,
Messi.
and she will not be friends with Messi again. I will not be friends
And
with
you
Messi again. And now Messi is
And
on
now
her own.
I remember that.
She'll
Ha,
We are
I
going
was
to use reconcile.
Like
you know that kind of thing. That's
Just
the lane. All right, Arize, what do you have for us?
All right, I have this. Whenever we are talking about operation, I think it's on the increase. This thing called operation is on the increase. I don't mean operation like surgery. I mean operation. The OPP.
Operation.
Operation. Yes.
Okay.
I personally, this was an Instagram post by someone. He said, I personally think anyone who earns 500k a month and cannot buy a 2015 Toyota Camry within
don't
6
come
months
again now.
of work is a joker. How much?
they don't come again.
How much are you spending per month now? Let me take a look at this. Say he's not right in some aspects, depending on the kind of, people don't know that he might be earning 700,000 in a month, but you have a lot of people.
You have
depends on you.
expenses worth 2
Yes.
million.
Your
Yes,
your
your
expenses
expenses.
is more than that your
Yeah, exactly.
that your earning.
And now, depending on your location, the location you are, house rent, cost of feeding, cost of siblings, all those things, you need to still spend money, because nobody in this life will say that I don't have family.
True.
In fact,
Nobody, even if you come out from the orphan, that orphanage home is still your
they are
family.
your family.
You understand? So
Yes.
nobody will still say I don't have a family. A lot of people have responsibilities. A lot of people owe people a lot of debt. When I mean debt, maybe you did not borrow money for showing you through school. Maybe it's not even your parents. You have to still pay them back. For the people that are mostly grateful, you have to see, maybe you say, okay, 2 of your kids, I'm going to train them in school. People have responsibility. Don't think that maybe because you don't have much responsibility on yourself or on your part, you think that other people don't have responsibility. Please allow people to spend their money the way they want to spend it. And again, what you want might not be what the person wants. You might be earning 500k and your own problem is to get a car. But I might be earning 500,000. My own problem is to get a land and build my own house and be comfortable, not minding getting a car. So I think we should stop this comparison. It is not worth it
At all. Well, what I would say is the priorities of people differ.
differs.
So the fact that you are earning 500,000 and you don't want to buy a car doesn't mean that another person does not want to buy.
Exactly.
It's all based on priorities and what you should be doing. I know someone that he might be, I don't know how much he earns, but then he's just a young family man that just recently got married, and his wife recently gave birth, but he lives in Lagos, and where he lives is like on the way Lagos can on another end
Island.
yeah. And then where he works is also somewhere else, and when he thinks about the traffic and trying to jump, and because of the nature of his job as well, he cannot afford to be jumping bus every
Buses all
time.
the time.
Then before he gets to work, he's already exhausted because he needs his strength to work.
Yeah.
So that kind of person, when he got his car, nobody started asking him that, oh boy, you just married now, you can't dey buy motor.
Yeah.
Because everybody knew that he needed it at that particular time.
Exactly.
But another person might do the same thing and they will say, sit down, you dey
Don't
buy
dey buy
motor. You get, so people's priority differs, and people's expenses will also determine whether you'll be able to buy 2015
yeah.
model or whatever,
Or 1995 model.
or 1995 model. It all depends on your expenses. So if your expenses will allow you, why not?
Why not?
But then making it, this is what you are supposed to
what-
do. I don't think anybody has that right to dictate what somebody
saying
should be.
It's my money. My money.
What
I-
somebody should be doing.
No, I said when Arise was going through that.
He said you have come again.
Because in fact, they might not even have a what's it called? What's that?
Bicycle.
They might not even have a bicycle. But what I would just say is that, like what Messi just said, your expenses and your priority differs.
Yes, no.
If even those people that you earn 500,000 and you, if you like, buy jet, don't have savings.
Yeah.
Whereas the
True.
other person decided not to buy a car, maybe he's working on something else. So you can't judge based on the earning of the kind of money someone is earning. It's not even about what the money you are even earning. It's not about that. It's just about grace.
Yeah, exactly. Because all
Grace.
this since this week, I'm mentioning Dami, but I'm not saying anything. Yeah, what Dami said right now just got me thinking this thing called grace. Because you might think that you want to save money, and we keep forgetting that there's something called sickness. It might come and it's swept off. So there's everything.
There's nothing like a perfect plan.
Yes, nothing. The only plan you have to plan is the plan in God. Plan with God. That is when things become perfect. Because when sickness comes, let's not even pray for it. Because when sickness comes, that money that you think you are saving, just in a snap of a finger,
and it can be gone. Exactly. What was it this afternoon on the gist session? Our hot topic will be discussed right after this short commercial break, so do stay tuned.
Yes, yes, yes. It's VO Resort and Event Center. You need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun. Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. VO Resort and Event Center has got your back. With our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to cap it all up. Nothing is left uncovered. VO Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081-687-09103, 090-416-26640, and 091-374-23830. With VO Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
You're listening to the best radio station on the planet. The radio station you can't live without. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
View Radio.
View Radio.
View Radio.
View Radio.
View Radio FM. We are the best.
One day, come on, leave this radio for me now.
Hey, gida leave him for me for pure radio. Wallahi, me I the enjoy him for me. Haji ko so na gode.
Hello. Give me the full volume of this FM. I'm enjoying this View Radio.
All right, welcome back to Lunch Hour this afternoon on Ultimate FM. Now, today is International Women's Day. Yeah, we have said it countless times. So I will keep saying it. I will keep saying, even if there's somebody by my side, that body is doing, I will say it. Today is International Women's Day, and the day is still young, so we are still celebrating. You know, me, I'm waiting. Arinze, I'm waiting.
I'm celebrating with you guys because I know that I have more female friends in my life, as in more women in my life than men. I don't think I have up to even 10 male friends in my life.
Thank you, and that's the reason you need to be celebrating us very well.
85% of my friends and my family are just female.
Yes, and someone you celebrate, you give to the person.
Now this your gift, I don't understand.
Let's move on. Now the theme for
I'll give to a car. Don't worry.
Wow.
The theme for this year's International Women's Day is Gender Equality Today for a Sustainable Tomorrow. Now, are we seeing that? Is it being implemented? No. So in fact, I don't think it's even up to 10%, not to talk of 35%. And in a country such as Nigeria is going to be 62 this year, and we have not had a single not to even talk about the higher one. We have not had a single female. I think the only person that there was one in River State that made it to the, not like she contested though. Something happened. I think she was vice deputy governor. So the governor was impeached one time and she was just there for a certain period of time. They just helped told her to fill the seat small, and then they came back to take it from her. But that is not the bone of contention. The bone of contention is that we should have moved forward from this particular point, because like the theme says, it is what we do today that will determine tomorrow. Yeah. So if the gender equality is not implemented now, it will still continue. We'll still give birth to children that the male children will still feel like they are supposed to dominate over the women and all that. Yesterday I was going through my phone and I saw one interview about a chef who was saying that there was a time she was market and all that, and she received comment like, we cannot employ you because you have childbearing age. So wow. If you are employed, you will now give birth one time, you will now go on maternity leave. You know, and you might not be as productive as you were anymore. But then it's not the same with men, because men will get married, they will do whatever it is they want to do. In fact, they will be the ones to even get their wives pregnant, because it's not the women that got themselves pregnant. So why bias is still there? It's still there here in Nigeria, in Africa, and even in the world as large. And that is why this year's International Women's Day is to educate people on the importance of so let's I'll start with Dami. Let's take it from the aspect of the family now. What exactly do you think can be done in the family? What do you think what do you think should be changed in the family in terms of gender equality? Now, nobody's saying we are still changed.
All right. Once again, happy International Women's Day to all women out there, and to us here also. Aspects of in the aspect of family from home, at least when we are talking about gender equality, then we start from our home. What I would say is that Mercy, you said till now that government seat they are getting from the government is not
it's not up to what we're supposed to get.
It's not encouraging.
Then what I would say is that even we as women, are we truly supporting ourselves?
Another question.
Women for women.
Women supporting.
Are we truly supporting ourselves? No, because you see maybe your sister or something that just you be the one to say, oh, I beg you leave her. Yeah, she will get there now, she will not do better thing. No. From home, like, okay, as a father, like, you are the head of the family. Yes, we know that. As a husband, rather, you are the head of the family. We know that. But it's not as if it's not that you now be the Lord. You be kind of controlling everything in the home. No, at least yes, give your wife, give her also the opportunity of even because most husbands don't even like their wife to, like, they will tell you, no, you can't do this. If you want to, you can't do this. You can't. No, at least let her to have the opportunity of even fending for us, the family. Because I've seen a lot of people that women complain that when they even try to even do something, like maybe they want to contribute in the man will like being that you want to bring down why would you as a woman, like I heard about that.
I'm very sure you're not like that. I really will accept the assistance, my dear, please.
I love assistance.
Why will you? So at least let's from home everything that I want, even before we even go out, before we will go to the what's it called, governorship seat, it starts from home, because everything we do from our home, from charity the corner of our house, that's what will become in the face of the public. So how do we handle women in our homes? Because a lot of family, you see them, they don't, even till now it's still in existing, they don't train female child. They don't train female child.
Serious?
It still happens. They don't train, and the father will tell you that if I don't have honey, go and meet your mother. Go and meet your mother. That child, that female child, might be the one that maybe she will be the one that will help you tomorrow.
Exactly.
Or that will assist your family tomorrow. So me, I would say in the aspect of how we can eradicate this thing, we should stop that. If we can stop that, everything will be in a positive manner. Then our government, they should kind of create opportunities for women too, because every aspect you see when they are doing good. I don't know what reason, what opinion you have, but
Yeah, it's true.
they, in
We
fact,
talked about women
most
the other
of
time.
women out there that maybe they just have a part in politics, or maybe they are senators, or kind of they are kind of
They do great
encouraging.
work, yeah.
They do great. So let's give them opportunity. In fact, and we women also, let's support ourselves, because it's very funny when you say women that want to go for a want to go, maybe even in senatorial seat, you'll be kind of a woman will not even vote for ourselves, which is very wrong. So let's encourage ourselves as women, then that we also encourage people outside the government to even giving us opportunity.
All right. I don't think I have much to say, because it's as if Dami read my she scanned my mind and took everything I wanted to say from me. That was unfair. Happy International Women's Day to all the women out there. And as we all know, International Women's Day was introduced in the year 1975, and the UN decided to make it official in 1977. That was the one they chose March 8th as the official date for International Women's Day. Now, talking about women from the governmental part, I think it is not of the government to say, okay, now you are going to be because you are a woman, you are going to be the governor of so state.
Yeah.
I think these things are thrown open to everybody by election. So that was why when Dami was saying, I said women supporting women. If a woman is coming out for governor, senator, house of rep, local government chairman, I think it is if women really want to be noticed, or want to be how do I put it? If women really want to be recognized, that's the English I'm looking for. If they really want to be recognized, I think they should support themselves. Because when a woman wants to, like the other time we spoke about women here, I mentioned how the Croatian president was a woman. Yeah. You understand? So I think women are doing well. Most of where we find them, we see Chimamanda this year. We see what's the name of the other woman? Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. We all know them. Many of them, thousands of them from Nigeria that are making us proud. They are women. You understand? So I don't see why somebody should discriminate women by maybe thinking that they don't have the strength to. How can you say that someone that carries a child for 9 months doesn't have the strength to do one particular job? You understand? So I think women are blessed with natural strength from God, because most of these women that we are talking about, most of them, let's not even lie, are the breadwinners of many homes. So it is good to always celebrate women. Wherever you see a woman, celebrate them, adore them. They are the best gifts that God has given us. Of them are stubborn anyway. So
what do you mean by that?
I know Messi will talk.
What do you mean by that?
I know Messi will talk.
We are not stubborn. We are just resilient.
Okay.
And we are strong. It's not like we are stubborn.
Okay. They are resilient.
We are resilient. We are tough.
Can we move on?
Yes.
Okay. Now, it is International Women's Day, and there's no better way to celebrate a woman than to love them, cherish them, give them what you think they deserve.
Spoil them today.
Yeah, spoil them.
Today.
Spoil them. If you have a woman in your life, please spoil her today.
Yes.
That's where I will stop for now, because Dami has taken everything away from me.
In fact, Arinze and Dami exactly everything that should
Why
be
are you
said.
including me? It is Dami that said everything.
Which one is Dami?
They have said everything that should be said, but I'll just,
I love your comment, Dami.
I'll just chip in something that we have talked about politics, we have talked about the family. Now, in the aspect of work as well, with government organizations, there's so much that needs to be done to make sure that women are respected and women are supported in the workplace. I talked about at the beginning, I talked about how some companies do not employ a woman because she's of childbearing age.
That is
because she's of childbirth, and that is a bias. Now there's also a situation
bias
where
in full force.
there's also a situation where a woman is a top executive in an organization, and her male counterpart refused to take instructions from her.
And they will be doing underground work to make sure they
so
pull her
yes.
down. It's not supposed
Her
to be
male
so.
subordinates, they will say, me. In my family, even my mother cannot even talk to me. And then another thing,
do you have people like that?
Let's even go back to the home now. Mothers that are not raising their male children the proper way.
You know, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I know we don't have much time, but I just want to ship this in. I had this friend. Why I said I had was that after that statement, I because he said we were discussing. He now said there was a girl coming back from school. I can remember vividly. He now said it is a waste of time to send.
You can imagine the
mindset that he can only train his sons to any level in his school. That he can once he's daughter finishes secondary school, that she's done, that the husband, that he cannot train the daughter for another man to come and marry. It is not so.
A child that you give birth to.
I don't think this is well, I don't know how to say, but it is the worst thing that you can do to
a
your
lot
child.
of some just adore. I don't want to use the word adore because I feel like somebody that you adore, you should be able to tell the person the truth. They just spoil their male children so much that they now even take it to the corporate world. So you see a man in an office who say, "You cannot tell me what to do in the house." Even my mother does not used to talk to me anyhow. So if she talks to me like I'm a king, my dear, you can as well lose your job and go and sit down in your house. So your mother will serve you food on your bed.
Go and rule your kingdom.
Exactly.
In your village.
So I really do think that organizations need to put this in place, because there are some organizations that when you report something like this, they'll say, madam, you are complaining so much. There should be rules and regulations that we allow the fact that even if you are a woman or you are a man, as long as you have earned your way to that position, you should be respected regardless. So it's not a matter of now woman they follow me talk, or now this one. No, let's not do that. That is all those things are foundations of gender equality, because if those things are not put even in the nearest future, you will hardly see women that are executives in companies and all that, because they are underappreciated, and most times people don't take them seriously. All right, I think all that needs to be said have been said. Or do you guys have any other?
No, I don't have anything to say. The only thing I want to say, I want to just say my parting shot. This is why I always say.
Your parting shot.
Yeah, this is why I always say, always stay safe in this part of the world. You saw what happened.
Let me just even add that the issue with Bamishi happened around the period of 7 p.m. or so. Yeah. And usually we used to say don't stay out late, and when we say don't, like probably 10, but now lateness even begins by 6.
5 self is late, depending on when you close work and the traffic in your area.
Yes. So I think
even the insecurities in this country, I think some employers should at least be considerate.
Exactly.
Especially those in Lagos. They should be considerate. Be considerate, because people you can do much better. To all employers, just do much better. Bring down your.
There's actually no difference between closing 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock. What would those 2 hours? There are some people that will not even do anything in that 2 hours.
What you cannot finish today, you can finish it tomorrow.
So far you miss that and 3 and 2 before you get to your destination.
You can imagine, and there's high level of insecurity
you cannot finish
right now.
Today, you can still finish it up
tomorrow.
Please let us be considerate. That's why I always say we should always stay safe and alert. So to all women out there, that starting from my beautiful co-host in the studio, Dami and me, you need to take away. All right, I'm happy International Women's Day to every woman out there. We love you, women. We adore you. Don't forget that sometimes we are too strong-headed, but we love you.
Okay, I will say please, whenever we are traveling or we want to go to somewhere, let's endeavor not to enter a bus that if you notice that the only person in that bus is like 2 passengers, or there is no even passenger in that bus. Please, maybe if we start by this, because me, I don't do that. Once I notice that
cannot be the first to enter the
bus, and when I notice that the person there, maybe they have like 3, or I will not do.
And when I notice that I even enter, maybe they were 4. And let me just assume that the guy just came out, the driver just came out.
Do you remember the people that they caught, I think in Anambra State, they were like almost 7 of the passengers were kidnapped.
What should we?
So you see, it is God that is saving people,
So,
but then we should still take those precautions.
Yeah, exactly.
If you notice that you enter, probably you were the 4th person, and you are going to a destination, people in this bus, the bus is not stopping to carry. My dear, tell the driver that you want to calm down. You have got
let's maybe before you enter that bus, snap
the plate number.
Then when you notice a foul play, just like kind of call like okay, you are coming, the plate number
it will trigger fear in them.
Again, let me just play with our government and the government. Basically, our emergency lines
should be working.
They don't work often. They don't.
Even if they work, the response is another thing.
It's poor. An emergency number and tell them something is going on. In fact, sometimes they will not even pick the call. So I've never seen when an emergency number is switched off.
Okay.
How?
And they called the police station, and the station said they did not have fuel.
You can imagine that kind of thing. So you should send money to buy fuel.
That one self is a normal thing. It happens.
We need to
you call the
better.
fire service, they will tell you they don't have water.
we need to do better. These are not times to just be nonchalant about anything security.
You are losing your citizens.
Let us not. Exactly. All right, that was it this afternoon on lunch hour here on Ultimate FM. Do well to join us again tomorrow for another interesting episode. But until then, do have a great day and make sure you celebrate a woman around you.
And stay safe.
Yeah, stay safe.
Bye.